Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Chornik, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the ending of Pokemon Sun and Moon, sort of recap everything that has happened, kind of rate it, and you guys could post it in the comment section below your rating for these last couple episodes, as well as your rating for the whole series in general. Are you sad to see it go? Are you guys excited to see the next series? Please post it in the comment section below and rate what you would give this series. Ultimately, I say that the ending was the best ending we've ever had, and for that, I rate it pretty high. Probably a 7.5 or 8 out of 10 in my opinion, but where it lacks in points is definitely maybe towards the beginning and even the middle, where I just felt like it was a series that just really lacked in keeping us, you know what I mean? It really made up for it, don't get me wrong, like way more than redeemed it towards the end. Best ending ever in my opinion. Battles were great, fantastic, like the story all came together. Ash versus Kukui, the best battle that in my opinion we've ever had from Pokemon. Ever. Okay, it is, to me, it's the best one. To me, it's like number one on my list for best battles Ash has ever had. Like, he ended a league with Pikachu beating a legendary Pokemon and unleashing like this mega electric attack, like the Z move, okay, which is something that I've been dreaming of since I was very little. I dreamed like that was the moment, like that was gonna be his last league battle, and what do you know, that is literally what happened. So my personal dream was made during that. So I have to say that the Ash versus Kukui battle was definitely the best battle I've ever seen. That's definitely wins it for me. And for that, this series definitely is great just because of the ending. The ending definitely redeems a lot of what it lacked towards the beginning and middle. I just didn't like watching Sun and Moon. Like, it didn't keep me. That's the problem with it, is that it didn't keep me until the league started. Like, I watched the first several episodes all the way up until Litten evolved into Torracat when you battled Master Royale, but after that point, like, it couldn't keep me around. And even people like KG said that, you know, he's been really grinding watching all these episodes despite everyone leaving, and, you know, props to him for staying, but, like, even he admitted, like, everyone was just, like, gone, gave up hope, you know. Finally, though, it paid off in the end when the league started, but everyone couldn't stay, you know, a lot of people were leaving. But ultimately, Sun and Moon did redeem itself in the end, and I give a lot of credit for that. And I'm really happy that it turned out to be one of the best series, despite it going down a road in the beginning to being one of the worst. But it ended up being one of the best, and in my opinion, had the best battle ever in Pokemon. Ash had, you know, he finally accomplished his dreams, so I'm so happy for him and so happy that this moment actually happened. But with that being said, like, that's all I really give Sun and Moon a lot of praise for. Just the rest of the series, I can't forget that the rest of it was pretty lackluster though. So I mean, I did really love the series in regards to Mallow. I love Lily. I despise the crap out of Lana. She definitely brought it down for me. I'm sorry, Lana fans. But yeah, I really liked Mallow and Lily. Definitely great characters. But even then, even though as much as I loved Mallow, like, everyone's goals, you know, Mallow, Lana, even Lily, Kiawe, like, Sophocles, like, everyone had pretty standard goals. I mean, none of them seemed too out of the box. I mean, maybe Sophocles, maybe? I mean, Kiawe towards the end, now that we had this recent episode, Kiawe's gonna be an Island King, which is awesome, which is better than even being an Island Captain. He wants to be an Island King, like Hala or Olivia. So awesome. Like, fantastic. That's actually great. I wanted him to have that. That's a great goal for him, especially since they gave him a final battle against Ash, which actually went pretty well. Like, you could actually see that if Kiawe beat Gladion, that, you know, Kiawe probably would have fought Ash in the finals with Charizard, Turtonator, and Marowak. And they even shown right here in this episode, this most recent episode, that if Ash fought Kiawe in the finals, that it still would have came down to the wire. I mean, we saw Lycanroc being showcased in this battle versus Charizard, and they both used their Z moves against each other. But in the end, Lycanroc still came up on top, even though it was almost a tie, essentially. So they showed that Kiawe is still a really powerful trainer. After all, he made it to the semifinals, and he could still hold his own against the now first champion of Alola, right? So Kiawe not only maybe taking over his family business, also goes on to becoming an Island King. So honestly, I'm happy about that goal. So Kiawe's gonna finish his island, trials. Probably as Ash goes to all the other regions and comes back to Alola. By the time he comes back to Alola, I think Kiawe would officially probably be an Island King at this point. Maybe take over a position. Maybe be the 5th. Maybe there's gonna be a 5th Grand Trial, not be Kiawe. And maybe eventually in the future games, maybe if they have a remake of Sun and Moon, who knows how many years from now, right? But they eventually have like a remake of Sun and Moon, maybe, Kiawe is actually an Island King at that point, which will be a nice callback to like this episode. But then, maybe we'll also see Mallow. But what about Lana? What about Lily? Where are they gonna be? I have no idea. Like, maybe Ash will meet them somewhere in the future. A lot of people think that Ash is gonna see them immediately. He's gonna see Lily, the first person that he sees, probably in Galar region. People think that Lily's gonna go to Galar. After all, she just resurrected this mythical Pokemon in this recent episode, and maybe there's gonna have some sort of ties to Galar. I don't know how, but maybe it will. But as for Ash, he took a while to decide what he's gonna do, but ultimately, what Olivia said to Kiawe looks like he might travel the world, actually, first, now that I think about it. He might actually travel the world, because that's what Olivia recommended to him. And then Ash decided to travel the world too, so maybe, who knows where actually Kiawe can be. Maybe Kiawe won't be at Alola when Ash returns, so maybe Mallow's the only one that's going to be at Alola. But, I mean, I'm sure Kiawe's going to finish his trials first and then leave, so Mallow's like the only one that's going to stay. But I feel like Mallow should leave too, maybe she should go find ingredients or something, because I just feel kind of bad for her that she's the only one staying. Like, I feel like she should just, like, find exotic foods, through the rest of the world and know what other people make and what tastes good. And have, like, the Castella cone thing. I forget what the name's called, but, like, the ice cream. Maybe she could sell that. Have her own version. Stuff like that. Like, she could go, maybe have some sort of special episode where she, like, goes to all these different places, all these different regions and finds, like, the best foods, Even, like, Pokepuffs, for example. Goes to Kalos and finds the Pokepuffs, and you know what I mean? Like, he could, and like how Serena had the Pokepuff competition, like Mallow could go there and win that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that Mallow could do with just food, and she could travel all these regions for that. So I recommend that she does that. But Lana, yeah, definitely. I say besides Manaphy, she should probably try to go after Kyogre. Go after all these other Pokemon, Lugia maybe even, like any other water roaming kind of legendary Pokemon. I think she should go after all these unique ones, But she could go off and find all sorts of mythical Pokemon now. Maybe she just tries to collect all of them, be like this water type trainer that has all these mythicals. And maybe she just becomes a well-known explorer of the oceans, just as Sophocles over here maybe captures Deoxys one day or something, He goes to space and learns about all these different Pokemon and that are, outside of Earth. Maybe he's the first one to discover new Pokemon outside of Earth, and so that would be a pretty noticeable feat for Sophocles to accomplish. And then Kiawe obviously just becoming a Grand Trial captain, well, Grand Trial king, right? He's going to be an Island King, take over his family business, maybe grow his farm. There's multiple things that he can do. He's going to travel all over the place and probably come up with his own Grand Trial, from learning from all the different regions. Lily, I think, is going to end up just becoming a Pokemon trainer. We don't really know what she's going to do yet, so I'm thinking that she's just going to become a Pokemon trainer like she says in the games. She's going to go to Kanto. Maybe, and that's why I'm thinking that Ash is actually going to see Lily first, whether she goes to Galar or goes to Kanto. Probably after having some sort of, like, father arc, where she finds her dad. I believe that she might become a Pokemon trainer because of the way she looked at Ash at the end of the Ash versus Kukui battle. She looked at him like Serena looked at him. You know what I mean? Like, she looks so inspired and so in love with it that I think that she's going to become a Pokemon trainer. Just like her game counterpart. Because they didn't really say what else is she going to be. I mean, she doesn't really hint at anything else. So I think that she's just going to become stronger and become a Pokemon trainer herself, just like her older brother, Gladion. I think both of them are just going to kind of go their own way and, become stronger trainers, and both of them are going to have that goal. And then maybe one day Gladion and Lily will try to fight for the Alola League title one day. I think that would be kind of cool to see. Maybe in some sort of special episode. Maybe the next special episode that we're going to see in 2 weeks from now is going to be about Lily and Gladion maybe fighting in the finals for the second Alola Championship. So who knows? That would be pretty cool to see. Because, you know, Ash already won it, so he's not going to be there. So maybe Gladion and Lily will be duking it out. But with that being said, I think I covered everybody. Yeah, so those are all the goals for these characters. What they're gonna go for. That's the story of Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ash's companions. Ash has won the Pokemon League. He's finally done it. He's gonna go on to his own way. Who knows what's gonna happen this next series? What his goal exactly is gonna be? It seems the Pokemon that he's going to see in the next episode is going to be Solgaleo, so maybe he just travels to all these different regions on the back of Solgaleo on this magnificent, beautiful beast. If Ash catches Solgaleo officially at the end of this next episode, holy cow, you know, or if he uses him like a Lapras at least, you know what I mean? Like, I think that would just be freaking awesome. Like, the Alola League champion is now traveling to all these different regions on the back of a legendary lion. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be so freaking cool. He is like literally a champion riding on the back of a legendary Pokemon to all these different regions. Oh, come on, please do that, Pokemon. Please let Solgaleo stay. Oh my goodness. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, overall, what do you guys think about the characters' stories? Alright, please post in the comment section below. What do you think about the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon? Did you enjoy Sun and Moon? Did you just watch like the League part of it? What parts do you love the most? What do you think about the last battle versus Ash versus Kukui? Stuff like that. Anything at all, anything Sun and Moon related, please post in the comment section below. I love your faces. We will be getting more news about the next Pokemon anime, I believe, in a week or two from now? I think the final trailer is happening on the 10th of November, I believe, for the next series, so that should be giving us a lot of information, hopefully. We would actually see Go and Ash in animated form walking together somewhere, which will be fantastic. Hopefully, we see Ash go back to his home, maybe in this next episode, reunite with some of his Pokemon, and talk to his mom about what they're gonna do. It's gonna be a pretty sad episode, this next one. You even see Team Rocket saying goodbye to Bewear. You know what I mean? So it looks like Bewear is officially just letting them go instead of always chasing after them, even going to Kanto to chase after them. Looks like he's officially letting them go and letting them do their own thing, you know, which I'm pretty sad to see. That was pretty sad to see Bewear hug them goodbye and whatnot, because he's been protecting them, you know, and even they protected him at the very end, or her. I think it's a her. I think it's a Mama Bewear. But anyways, Team Rocket will be in the next series. It's been confirmed. So we have that to look forward to. Same art style, I think, from them. Very minor changes, but again, I think it's a very Sun and Moon art style for the next anime, but they fixed the major flaw of it, which was Ash's face. So thank the Lord, thank the Maker for that. That was like my biggest, and a lot of people's biggest issues. Like, Sun and Moon's animation art, like art style, everything looks great. Except the biggest huge flaw of it is Ash's face, so I'm glad that they fixed it. At least they fixed the major flaw of it, so I appreciate that. I'm actually looking forward to the visuals, because if you look at the animation, look at the artwork, you look at the freaking city, Vermilion City, how well that thing looks. Dude, I'm excited. So post in the comment section below your guys' thoughts and feelings. Are you sad about the end of Sun and Moon? It's a nice wrap. Ultimately, I say it's the best ending any Pokemon series has had. Kalos comes in that second because of the Amore shipping moment at the end, as well as great battles and even the Team Flare arc. It comes in as a close second, Kalos does, but Sun and Moon, ultimately, it achieved Ash's dreams. You know what I mean? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings. I love your faces. Can't wait to see you in the next one. The last episode of Sun Moon next week. I love your faces. Can't wait to see you, and peace off. Thank you very much.